Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm sharing with you a fun video. I recently came back from my trip to Europe. I went to 3 different countries, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And I thought it would be fun to share with you the 10 items that I can never travel without, and then 3 things that I wish I had brought with me on the trip. So let's get into the video. Some of these items I have here with me, some of them I'll just show pictures, but these are what I believe are essential items that if you are traveling, whether it's long haul trip or maybe a quick domestic weekend trip, you need these items. Okay, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I need a plain pouch. So this pouch is super cute. This is from Bubble Bar. Obviously, you do not need this particular pouch, but I think you definitely need a plain pouch. Inside my plain pouch, I have essentials. So this is very stuffed. Inside my plain pouch, I have hand cream. I have an OxyClean. I have these little mini wipes that I can use to either wipe my hands, wipe my face. Inside, I have another pouch. This one has a bunch of Band-Aids. It has little cough drops. It has some Advil. Essentially, this pouch is for emergencies, okay? So everything in here is what I would potentially need on the flight, but if I don't want to have to get up to go into my overhead luggage or go under the seat to pull things out, this is the pouch I'm keeping. So anyway, has a pen, lip gloss, I have some deodorant, some perfume, mint. There was gum in here, but that's finished, so I'll need to replenish it. I have some extra sanitizing wipes. I also have some bone broth in here. Now, I carried a bunch of bone broth packets with me on this trip because there were times where I wouldn't be able to eat or I needed some extra protein, and I could get a cup of hot water, pour this into it, and I'd be able to have like a nice little in-between meal. And this would be great for the plane as well, because sometimes, if you feel hungry and you don't want to eat a full meal, get a cup of hot water on the plane, put this in, and you're good to go. So yes, I have bone broth packets with me when I travel. I also have like blotting sheets. These I got from TikTok, and a bunch of random items. Aquaphor. I also have in here my little menthol inhaler. Sometimes on the plane it can get really dry, my nose gets stuffy, so I like to have this, especially at night if I want to sleep and I'm congested. This really helps, so I have this in here. And that is my plain pouch. I also have another little pouch attached, and this one has cords. It also has my little iFly. I'll show you what that looks like. This is something I also bring with me every time I'm on a plane, because if you don't have headphones and you want to be able to connect your earpods to the entertainment system, I just plug this into the screen and connect my earpods, and then I'll be able to listen to and watch movies. So I have that in here. And I also keep my earpods in the pouch as well, just so that it's easy access, but they're not in here now because I'm using them. But that's my plain pouch, and I keep all of my little necessities that I will need throughout the flight in this pouch. Next up for an in-flight essential are my headphones. These are by SoundCloud, and I really love these because you have the option to use them wirelessly, but they also come with the cable so that you can attach it to the screen. So in case my earpods die, I can attach this to the screen and I can listen to and watch movies. And they're great for just drowning out all the noises of an airplane and it attaches wirelessly, of course, to my phone to listen to music. So love these, and they're pretty reasonable and they're really great quality. So that's my headphones. Next up is a little mini fan. This came in so handy because we were in Ireland and one day it got super duper hot. I am really impressed with how strong this little fan is. I got it off the TikTok shop. It was under $20. It's amazing. Just a really great fan. Essential to have, especially on those very, very hot days. It's great to just throw into your bag, always have it. You might not need it, but when you do, it comes in very handy. So a mini fan, I always travel with one. Even when you get on the flight and you're sitting there on the plane, sometimes they don't always turn the air on and it gets very hot. So I have my fan and I'm able to stay cool. For some reason, I'm overheating these days and I need my fan. So that's the next item. Next on my list, this one is not for the plane. This one is when I get to my hotel, and it is this 3-in-1 charger that I got off Amazon. I have had this thing for probably 5 years and I absolutely love it. I do not want another travel charging station. This one is so perfect. It's so compact and you can charge your phone, your watch, and your AirPods. It's one of my best travel items and I can't recommend this enough. So that is the next item on my list. Next on the list are compression socks. If you are someone who is not wearing compression socks when you are traveling, especially for any flights over 3 hours, I recommend that you get some. They are perfect for reducing swelling. They help with circulation. And I read an article once about a woman who died, not to be morbid, but she passed away because she got a blood clot in her legs after traveling. It wasn't immediate. She was fine right after the flight, but a few days later she passed away. When they checked, it was because of a blood clot. So listen, we will take no chances around here. Wear your compression socks. They're great not only for the plane ride, but if you are going to be doing a lot of walking, they reduce swelling in your feet and your legs and help with circulation. So I have worn them on days when I'm doing a lot of walking, when I'm going on a tour, and they have been amazing. So I get mine on Amazon. I will put up the brand that I get or give some suggestions in the description below, but definitely get a pair of compression socks. I never travel without them. Next on the list are earplugs. They are great for blocking out noises at night. If you share a room with someone and you want to go to sleep, that person is moving around, they're doing their own thing. Earplugs are clutch. I never ever leave home without them. I use them on the plane if I don't want to listen to music but I want to get some sleep. I use them at the hotels. They're just amazing. I recommend always traveling with earplugs. You just never know. I remember going to Mexico one time and it was during the Christmas season and they were having a party and it was so loud and I wanted to go to sleep. Put my earplugs in, blocked out every single sound, and I was able to get a good night's rest. So definitely get earplugs. Along the same vein, a sleep mask. I never ever travel without my sleep mask. I get the silk ones from Amazon and I use them on the plane, obviously in my hotel room. If you're traveling with someone who wants to watch TV or who is up and about while you're trying to get to sleep, it's perfect because you can live your life, they could live their life, and no one is bothered. The next item, which I think most people have started to travel with, is a reusable water bottle. I will not leave home without mine. I have done so in the past, regretted it because then I had to go to the airport and spend over $5 on a bottle of water, which I absolutely hate. So I rather have my own water bottle, refill it. And when you get to your destination and you're traveling about, it's good to have your own water bottle because a lot of places have refill stations where you're able to just fill up your water. And so it cuts down on spending money on those plastic bottles, which are not great for the environment anyway. So if you're trying to be frugal as well as, you know, conscious about your environment, it's good to always pack your own water bottle. Another item that I've recently started traveling with are electrolyte packets. I wanted to make sure that I was fully prepared on my trip, so I packed this little baggie, and inside I have, let's go through it, my energy stick from Bloom, because sometimes you just need a pick-me-up, and if you don't want to drink coffee in the daytime, especially in the afternoon, I skip the coffee and just have one of these in my water. I also bring with me some fiber. I have two different kinds. I have this one by Benny Fiber. This one is psyllium husk. And I bring these with me because, listen, sometimes you're traveling and the food that you're eating is just not agreeable with your stomach. And so maybe you're not able to go to the bathroom. It happens to the best of us, and so I want to make sure that I'm fully prepared. I also had some electrolytes that is finished, so I will need to replenish it. But these are things that I will not be traveling without. They came in so handy, and you just pour it into your water, you're good to go. So here I have, again, hydration sticks, energy sticks, and fiber. So that is the next thing that I will never travel without. You will see me with this baggie full of my essentials for my gut health, because we don't play that around here. So I just shared with you all of the items that I have to have on my trip with me, and now I'm going to share with you 3 things that were missing from my travel essentials that I will be adding ASAP. I have another trip coming up this weekend, and so I need to make sure that I have these. Number 1 is a luggage scale. Listen, the amount of anxiety I had trying to figure out if I was going to be at luggage limit is just too much. I used to have a luggage scale, I lost it, and I thought I would be fine, but after this trip, especially traveling on multiple different airlines, if you've ever been to Europe and you've been on Ryanair or EasyJet, then you will understand the level of anxiety I have, because they don't play about your luggage. They weigh your carry-on, they weigh your personal item, and obviously you don't want your check bag to be overweight, because then they charge so much money. So to save myself that amount of stress, I will be repurchasing a luggage scale, and I will always bring that with me when I travel. Next up, I am going to buy some travel hooks. I know that a lot of people use them when they go on cruises, because sometimes there's not enough hanging space. But after being in several hotels in Europe, they don't always have enough hooks for you to hang your towels, your little travel bags, and especially if you're traveling with someone else, those hooks are very limited. So now I'm going to bring my own hooks that I can hang over the door to hang my towels, or put my little toiletry bag and hang that up in the bathroom, because it will just make life easier. When you're struggling for space, it's best to utilize whatever space you can find, and I really think that this will help elevate my travels. So that's what I'm bringing. And then finally, a carabiner. I know that is such a random item, but carabiners are really great for hanging your headphones on when you're on your personal item, your water bottle, especially if you're going on a tour and your bag does not have a little water bottle like storage compartment. I will be carrying my carabiner for my trip, because I just feel like that's something that's going to be really helpful on the trip. So those are the 3 things that I will be purchasing to add to my travel essentials. Let me know below, what are your travel essentials? What are the things that you never leave home without? And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.